Meet the Republic. P-47 Thunderbolt, nicknamed the Jug for its jug-like silhouette, or maybe its knack for juggling death. Conceived in 1940 by Alexander Kartveli, a Georgian immigrant with a knack for audacity, the P-47 was a gamble. At 14,000 pounds empty, it's the heaviest single-engine fighter of its day, twice a Spitfire's weight. Why so big? Firepower and survival. 8.50 caliber Browning AN/M2 machine guns, firing 850 rounds per minute each, deliver a storm of lead, 3,400 rounds total, enough to shred anything in seconds. The heart? A 2,000 horsepower R2800 double wasp engine, 18 cylinders of American muscle, fed by a turbo supercharger for high-altitude punch. Armor plates shield the pilot, self-sealing fuel tanks shrug off bullets. It's a tank with wings, built to take hits and keep swinging. By 1943, Republic's factories churn out 500 jugs a month, thanks to America's industrial juggernaut. Fordist assembly lines, standardized parts, women riveting wings beside men. But in 41, it's untested. Critics scoff, too heavy, too slow to turn. Kartveli bets on straight-line speed, 430 miles per hour max, and dive performance. The Army Air Forces agree, ordering thousands. By April 43, the 56th Fighter Group, Zemke's Wolf Pack, arrives in England, led by Colonel Hubert Zemke, a tactician with a boxer's grit. Among them, Major Donald Blakesley, 26, a former stunt pilot with ice in his veins and fire in his gut. The stage is set for a showdown. Chapter 2. The Ace and the First Kill. Blakesley's Triumph, April 15, 1943. April 15, 1943. The 56th Fighter Group, part of the 8th Air Force, is itching to prove the P-47 against the Luftwaffe's best. Messerschmitt Bf-109s and Focke-Wulf 190s, agile killers flown by aces hardened on the Eastern Front. Major Donald Blakesley, leading the 335th Fighter Squadron, straps into his P-47C, Reggie's Reply, named for his brother lost at Pearl Harbor. Mission: Escort B-17, flying fortresses bombing German U-boat pens at Saint-Nazaire, France. Altitude: 25,000 feet, where the P-47's turbo supercharger shines. Over the channel, Luftwaffe fighters pounce. 6 FW-190s diving from the sun. Blakesley, eyes sharp, spots a glint at 2 o'clock. He banks hard, the jugs weighed a boon in the dive, hitting 500 miles per hour. His 8 guns blaze. 3,200 bullets a minute tear into the FW-190's wing. It spirals, trailing smoke into the sea off breast. First blood for the Thunderbolt. Blakesley's no rookie. Already an ace with the RAF's Eagle squadrons, flying Spitfires before Pearl Harbor pulled him to the USAAF. His secret? Aggression and precision, honed by 500 hours of training, double the Luftwaffe's rushed pilots by 43. The kill electrifies the 56th. The Jug can fight. Zemke radios, "Good show, Don." But the day's not done. 2 more FW-190s fall to the group, though one P-47 limps home, riddled but intact. The Thunderbolt's toughness proves itself. Chapter 3. Forging the Jug, American Industry's Edge. The P-47's no lone wolf, it's a product of America's industrial colossus. By 1943, Republic Aviation's Farmingdale and Evansville plants hum 24/7, producing 15,686 Thunderbolts by war's end, more than any other U.S. fighter. Standardization is king. Interchangeable parts, mass production, logistics chains stretching from Ohio steel mills to English airfields. Contrast this with Germany. Messerschmitt and Focke-Wulf factories rely on skilled labor, bespoke designs, and dwindling resources. Slave labor slows output. Allied bombings gut supply lines. By 43, Luftwaffe pilots fly 150-hour trainees against Americans with 300 to 500 hours in simulators and trainers. The P-47's reliability, fewer breakdowns, faster repairs, means more sorties. One pilot, Captain Robert S. Johnson, logs 91 missions in his Jug, Lucky, surviving hits that would down a Bf-109. Logistics shine. 8th Air Force fields 1,000 P-47s by mid-43, each with 315 gallons of fuel for 800-mile ranges, outlasting Spitfires. Ammo, 426 rounds per gun, enough for 30 seconds of continuous fire. Devastating in a dogfight. The Jug's not elegant, but it's a workhorse that wins wars. Chapter 4. Dogfights and Tactics. The P-47 redefines combat. The Luftwaffe is used to spit fires in hurricanes, nimble but fragile. The P-47? A game changer. Its weight makes it a poor turner, but in dives it's untouchable, hitting near Mach speeds. Blakesley and Zemke pioneer boom and zoom. Dive from altitude, fire, climb away. No dogfight merry-go-rounds like the Germans prefer. Take June 26, 1943, the 56th Escorts B-24s over France. 10 Bf-10-9s attack, P-47s plummet from 30,000 feet, guns shredding 3 before the enemy scatters. Luftwaffe pilots, like Ace Hans Philipp, note in diaries, "The Thunderbolt dives too fast, can't follow." Germans adapt, climbing to engage early, but the P-47's turbo supercharger thrives above 25,000 feet, where Bf-109s wheeze. The Jug's guns? Lethal. 8.50 cals deliver 13 pounds of lead per second, twice a Bf-109's firepower. Captain Walker Bud Mahurin downs 4 FW-190s in one mission, August 43, his Jug's guns chewing wings off like paper. By late 43, Luftwaffe pilots avoid head-on fights, fearing the P-47's bullet storm. The skies tilt in America's favor. Chapter 5. Ground-Pounding Glory, the Jug's War on Nazi Logistics. By D-Day, June 6, 1944, the P-47 evolves. Fitted with bomb racks and rockets, it becomes a fighter bomber, terrorizing German ground forces. The 56th and 78th Fighter Groups, now battle-hardened, dive on panzer columns, trains, airfields. One mission, July 44. Colonel David Schilling's 56th destroys 18 locomotives, 50 trucks, 200 rail cars, fuel and ammo for Rommel's tanks gone. The P-47's durability shines, flak rips holes, but Jugs limp home. Lieutenant Colonel Francis Gabby Gabreski, top U.S. ace with 28 kills, strafes a Heinkel 111 airfield, takes 20mm hits, lands safely. By war's end, P-47s claim 3,752 enemy aircraft in air combat, 9,000 locomotives, 86,000 rail cars, 68,000 trucks, crippling Nazi mobility. Each Jug carries 2 1,000-pound bombs or 8 rockets, hitting harder than any fighter before. Germany's logistics, starved by American thunder. Chapter 6. Aces high, Blakesley and the Wolfpack's reign. Donald Blakesley becomes a legend. By 1944, he's colonel, commanding the 4th Fighter Group, ex-Eagle Squadron pilots flying P-47s, later P-51s. His tally, 14.5 kills, 500 missions, 1,000 hours. His style? Lead from the front, diving first, inspiring men like Lieutenant Ralph Kid Hofer, who bags 15 kills before dying in a crash. Zemke's 56th, the Wolf Pack, racks up 677 air kills, 311 ground targets. Gabreski's 28 kills make him America's top ace until a strafing crash lands him in a POW camp. Robert S. Johnson, with 27 kills, survives being jumped by 6-ton FW-190s. His Jug takes 200 hits, still flies. These aces, trained rigorously, outfly Luftwaffe pilots ground down by attrition. Blakesley's mantra, attack, always attack. The P-47's raw power makes it possible. Chapter 7. Industrial Might versus Luftwaffe Tradition. The P-47's success isn't just pilots, it's America's industrial edge. By 1944, the U.S. produces 96,000 aircraft annually. Germany manages 40,000, many unflyable due to fuel shortages. P-47s roll off lines at $85,000 each, costly but scalable. Germany's Me-262 jets, though advanced, are too late, too few, too finicky. American pilots train on vast airfields, simulators, with plentiful fuel. Luftwaffe recruits get 50 hours, often in gliders. Maintenance? P-47s use standardized parts. Ground crews swap engines in hours. German planes, handcrafted, sit idle for days. By 45, the Luftwaffe's a ghost. 1,000 planes left, most grounded. The P-47's numbers and reliability bury tradition under mass production. Chapter 8. Legacy of Thunder, Shaping Modern Air Power. The P-47's war ends with 7,067 tons of bombs dropped, 12,000 enemy aircraft destroyed air and ground. It escorts B-17s to Berlin, clears skies for D-Day, hammers the bulge. Its principles, firepower, durability, mass production, shape today's air forces. The A-10 Warthog with its GAU-8 cannon echoes the Jug's ground attack ethos. Drones and F-35s owe their logistics to Kartveli's vision: build tough, build plenty. Blakesley retires a legend, dies in 2008 at 90. The 56th Fighter Group's legacy lives in the 56th Fighter Wing, now flying F-35s. The P-47, a symbol of American resolve, proof that brawn, brains, and production can win wars and redefine combat for generations. From Blakesley's first kill to the Luftwaffe's last gasp, the P-47 Thunderbolt was America's iron fist. It didn't just fight a war, it changed how wars are fought. Drop your thoughts below. History roars on.